boy, Barbara. Where do you see this? It's dolphins, a whole school of them. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were awake. Go back to sleep.
What time is it?
It's earlier. Why don't you go back to sleep now?
Oh, no. The sun is very bright out there.
Yeah. I'll close the blinds.
No, it's okay. Really, it's beautiful out there. The dolphins? There's dolphins? Where are the dolphins?
They're gone now. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it's not your fault. They swam away.
So, did you sleep good?
Yeah.
What would you say some breakfast? You know, they tell me if I just run up the little flag outside that these people
I'm not
come...
really hungry yet. I just woke up.
Why don't you go back to sleep then? I'll go get something on my own.
No, John. Why are you leaving? I thought we came to Tahiti to try to be together.
You're absolutely right. I guess I just don't want to push you. Whenever you're ready.
I think now's a good time to start.
Dr. Max, extension 456. Dr. Max, extension
Carly, I just heard everything, honey. Hal just called me. How is Jack?
I don't know. We're still operating.
Still? Oh, my word. Oh, well, honey, how are you? This must have been just awful for you.
It's not half as bad as this waiting.
Oh, well, I know, but honey, you're safe now, and that's the important thing. I understand that you almost froze to death. Oh, my Lord, if I had just kicked myself. I mean, I didn't do anything sooner, but I had no earthly idea, Carly. Honey?
What?
Have you been here all night?
I couldn't leave. Jack is in there, and he's fighting for his life in there.
Well, honey, you need to get your rest. You almost died.
No, I'm fine. It's Jack that I'm worried about, and no one tells me anything. Just nurses running in and out, and doctors and all this equipment, and I'm going crazy.
Come on, no. Sit down. Let me just rest. I think, let me get you some water, okay?
I'm so scared. What? I am so scared, Lisa, because he can't die. He just can't. He can't die.
Take this down to forensics, have them do a complete run-up, including DNA on that blood stain.
Right away.
Oh, any word on the whereabouts of Molly Conlon?
No one seems to know where she is.
Staying with Bob and Kim Hughes.
Well, I called them first. They haven't seen her.
Rigby, call Kim Hughes, ask her if she wouldn't mind stopping by here later on.
You got it.
Why did you drag me, taking you here to the
We have to find out about Holden.
God, you should be home in bed, darling.
My husband is out there somewhere, handcuffed to James Stenbeck. We have to do everything we can. I can't sit home and do...
I'm glad
Now, do
you're
you know
here. We
anything?
need to have a little talk. I need to ask you a couple of questions.
What is it? Do you have any trace of Holden
I
at
know
all?
this is terrible timing.
I'll answer anything for you.
I don't know how to ask you this, but did you and Holden ever discuss what might happen if he were convicted?
You're not suggesting that
I'm
he
just
did this.
asking, Lily. Did Holden ever indicate at any time what he intended to do if he were convicted? Did he say he might escape?
As the world turns.
Carly, now, Jack is not going to die. Ben is a wonderful doctor.
You didn't see what Teague did to him. He had this awful knife, and he shoved it in him and twisted it. It's all because of me.
Oh, no, wait now. You have nothing to do with this. Teague's the one who started the
I
whole
have
thing.
everything to do with it.
Come on now, don't get hysterical.
Jack was protecting me, and that is why Jack got caught, and that is why Jack got stabbed. Teague left us there to die, and we got free. But Jack wouldn't leave. He said I was too weak to move, and he wouldn't leave without me, and he wouldn't leave me up there on that mountain.
Of course he's not going to leave you. Of course not. Why, if Teague had come in there and found you alone,
And so he stayed. And he stayed for me. And he stopped Teague from shooting me. And he fought with him. And then Teague had this knife. Ben, please.
Carly,
Please, how is he, okay?
Hold-
Please,
just
what
hold
took
on,
you so
look.
long? Please tell me how he is, please.
Jack suffered a lot of damage to the lower abdomen. Right now, it's hard to say exactly.
So you're saying that he might not make it.
No, I didn't say he wasn't going to make it. The next 48 hours are critical.
Okay, so then we do everything we can for him because I am not going to lose him. You have nurses in there around the clock, okay? Because I am not going to lose him.
Look, Jack is in recovery right now. In a little while, you can go in and see him. You'll probably feel a little better, okay?
I can see him then.
As long as you stay calm. Now, Lisa, you're going to stay with Carly for a little bit?
Oh, yes. I wouldn't think of being anywhere else.
Okay. Now, don't tire Jack out. He needs his strength to recover.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. So I can see him. That's a sign, right? That's something, anyway. Yes, of course. He'll make it through this. He's going to make it through this, I'm sure of it. Don't you think so? I mean, he's young, and he's strong, and he's willful. Right. So, he'll make it through because he has to make it through.
Carly, come around here. Look at me. What's going on? I mean, what is really going on? There's something you're not telling me, and I want to know what it is.
As the World Turns is brought to you today by Oil of Olay.
They say 8 glasses of water a day is a good idea and does wonders for your skin. But is there even more we can do? One highly absorbent moisturizer can instantly begin saturating thirsty skin with essential moisture. Clinical tests prove it hydrates so well, your skin will be clear, translucent, and smooth. And that's doing more than 8 glasses of water a day. And the name? Olay Beauty Fluid from Oil of Olay, proven to hydrate for smooth, clear, translucent skin.
It's not just the sun, the wind, or the cold. One of the harshest environments for your baby can be the inside of his diaper, where wetness can upset its delicate pH. Pampers Baby Dry can help. It turns the blue liquid clear as it lowers the pH, and it helps keep skin dry and healthy by pulling wetness away. Pediatricians know it's important to control pH, and more of them recommend Pampers. Help protect their skin from wetness with Pampers Baby Dry. Pamper the skin they're in.
12,000 people in my hometown, and I represent all of them. No time to get slowed down by irregularity. My doctor says exercise, eat more fiber, but sometimes a meal is whatever you get served. So my doctor suggested Metamucil. It's not a chemically altered fiber, not an artificial stimulant. The only leading brand with 100% natural fiber is Metamucil. Keeps me regular gently. Changed my life. Now I can get out there and change the world.
Metamucil, the doctor's natural choice for regularity.
Look, it's real simple. Our mom likes your dad, and he likes her. So I was thinking, romantic candlelit dinner. Chicken friesienne, the food of love. Think that's oysters? Hurry! Isn't this romantic? Jesse ate of it.
Just a minute. If this is supposed to make me propose tonight, forget about it. I already have.
Campbell's, good for the body, good for the soul.
I don't know what you mean. Of course there's something going on here. Jack is in there and he's fighting for his life.
No, you're acting as though you lost your father, your mother, your best friend, all rolled up into one.
He almost died, Lisa.
I know. Carly, you act as though this is some kind of Greek tragedy.
Oh, okay, so I guess I'm supposed to just act real casual about the man who saved my life.
No, that's not what I mean. Now, listen to me. There's quite a difference in caring a lot about a very good friend and then caring about someone who's, well, someone else.
Oh. You mean like that I care for Jack?
Yeah, I'm not born yesterday, neither are you. I have to say that Jack is certainly the last person on Earth I'd ever think.
I know. It surprised me, too.
You mean you didn't see this coming?
We were up in the cabin, and things just kind of changed. And we stopped that constant picking at each other, you know? And then I guess maybe because it was so cold, we started being nice to each other. Or he started being nice to me, anyway. And, you know, I discovered, Lisa, that he really is one of the good guys.
I see. So that's it for Hal Munson, right?
Oh, God. I don't want to think about him right now.
Well, that is rather obvious to me.
I know that I have to think about him eventually, but...
Well, what are you going to say to him?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Carly, I've told you all along. I didn't like the way you were stringing this man along.
No, I was not
And
stringing him
I
along.
told you, I said, I think you're absolutely wrong for Hal. And I hope that Hal was going to come to his senses, but no, after you disappeared, oh, the look on his face, the pain in his eyes. Well, I guess now that you're back, all I hear is Jack, Jack, Jack. So it's goodbye, Hal Munson, right? Is that it?
I would never want to hurt Hal. He has always been so good to me. He has always treated me with such respect.
All right, then. You'd better treat him with the same respect. I mean, if you're going to go after Jack, then you've got to let Hal Munson down. But I mean down gently. Got it?
Detective Munson, my friend, you have said many things that have absolutely curled my hair, but if you are alleging right now that Holden...
Lucinda, I am not alleging anything. These are the facts. 2 convicted felons have escaped from custody on my watch. I have to look into every possibility.
How can you even say that? How can you even imply that Holden would have anything to do with it?
Hal. You know Holden, you know James. Do you really think Holden would go anywhere with James willingly?
Holden has just been convicted of murder. He felt like the justice system railroaded him. I can't assume anything, Lily. I'm sorry.
Hey, Hal. Ramirez just called in. They found the van.
Where is it?
Well, they're bringing it into the garage now. Forensics is all over it, though.
Lieutenant, call for your line 2.
So,
the feds.
They found the van. What about Holden? All right. I'm going to go through this. They found the van 150 miles from here. They found the 2 guards locked in the back. They were chloroformed. They're at ER now. There is no sign of Stenbeck or Holden. Oh, my God. I'm real sorry. Oh, my God. What's James going to do to Holden?
Right.
Oh, I don't like that look. Are we off the case?
Well, not exactly, but as of now, it's the feds' ball game. We're just reinforcements.
What does that mean?
It means they put out an APB in 8 states for 2 men considered armed and dangerous.
Man, that means...
What does that mean, Margot?
That means... if Holden shows any kind of resistance, they shoot to kill.
So the sun came up, and I went out on the beach. It's beautiful, and so we took a swim. And that's when I saw these dolphins swimming.
I'm sorry, I missed them.
Yeah, well, you'll see them. There's plenty of time. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, whatever. Time. Nothing but time here.
Yeah, I know.
Are you nervous? There's no need to be nervous now. Nobody's gonna make you say or do anything you don't know. We go at this very slowly, you know. We just take it one step at a time.
That's hard for you, isn't it?
Not down here, it's not. Time is kind of, well, suspended down here. The important thing is that we're all down here together. Kids can play and swim on the beach, have the time of their lives. Give us a chance to maybe work a few things out.
I hope so, John.
Me too. If you want to, and I want to, then we have a good shot. An excellent one.
If I didn't think so, I wouldn't be here.
The Ford Agency. For 50 years, the source for top model talent. Here, new models learn the business of beautiful. And when it comes to hair, Ford recommends Pantene Pro V.
Because the model's hair takes a lot of heat.
And Pro V is heat activated to actually improve the condition of heat-styled hair. So turn on the heat, turn on the shine with Pantene Pro V. For hair so healthy, it shines.
Because nothing frames a beautiful face like a great head of hair.
This year, we have a new light sound.
Oh, don't worry. It's improved Mrs. Butterworth's new light. Now it's just as thick and rich as my regular syrup. Mrs. Butterworth's new light.
Or Pedialyte. My Pedialyte. My Pedialyte.
Never thought you'd hear kids asking for Pedialyte? Introducing a great new taste from the #1 choice of pediatricians for helping prevent dehydration. Improved flavor Pedialyte.
My name is Marjorie. I'm 65 and on Medicare. I use insulin to control my diabetes, and I'm low on my diabetic testing supplies.
I should be driving to the drugstore now, but I'm not. Medicare covers my supplies, and I could be filling out these forms now, but I'm not. I could be paying out of pocket for all my daily testing supplies, but I'm not. Thanks again. Liberty Medical does it all for me.
If you're on Medicare and use insulin to control your diabetes, call Liberty Medical. Get free home delivery of your diabetic testing supplies with the cost billed directly to Medicare. You'll have no upfront out-of-pocket expense, no inconvenient trips to the drugstore, no forms to file. Your satisfaction's guaranteed.
I could be just a little pressed for time and cash, but I'm not.
For more information on home delivery, call Liberty Medical, 1-800-428-5353. You'll save time and money.
Tonight on a world-class late show, Bill Cosby, the Blues Brothers, and...
You know her, you love her, you can't live without her.
Dave's mom from Nagano, tonight.
Hey, Hercules. Thought you were going to help me unload inventory.
Yeah, right away.
What's up with you today? Something's not right.
I just took the day off to be with my beautiful wife. Is that a crime?
You don't want me to be alone. You're afraid that James is going to come back and carry me off.
No, I'm not. Should I be?
Oh, please, Kirk. He's probably 100 miles away from here.
How can you be so sure?
I'm not, but if I had made that escape, I sure wouldn't stick around. I'm just hoping that Holden's all right for Lily's sake.
Yeah, she sure doesn't need any more surprises, but then again, neither do you.
Would you relax? James is not going to risk getting caught for my sake.
Sam, he's obsessed with you.
Infatuated, maybe. I don't know that I would call
Listen, why would he go to all that trouble to make it look as if you were married to him?
To drive you crazy.
Ah. Why? I mean, the whole thing was a hoax, right? I mean, the wedding license, the picture.
Kirk, please.
Well, it's just that we're going to renew our vows, Sam. I mean, this is a whole new chapter for us.
I explained the picture and the license. You said that you believed me.
And I want to.
And if you can't trust me, Kirk, then maybe...
Look, Sam. The first time we got together was for a con. Our first marriage was a con.
That was then. This is now. Our marriage is real, Kirk. Very real.
It's been difficult, though, hasn't it? I mean, I've made some terrible mistakes.
And I have forgiven you.
Exactly. And you know what? If you'd made some mistakes, I would forgive you just the way you forgave me.
I know that.
So have you?
What?
Made some mistakes? Look, just tell me. You can tell me and I will forgive you.
Rocco, Hal has to do something. This is an order to shoot to kill. Can he get on the radio? Can't you do something?
My hands are tied, Lily. The Oakdale PD blew it. The feds are in charge. I'm sorry.
How you wanted to see
Oh,
us?
excuse me. Yeah, in a minute. I got some questions for you about your father. Margot? Guys found this in the van.
Pestazia.
You know it?
Yeah, it's a very expensive perfume from the south of France. I dabbed a little on last week.
Preliminary analysis says that this atomizer was filled with chloroform. It's what Stembeck used to put down the guards. We can find out where he got it, or even where he got the atomizer.
It's not a problem. It's a limited edition. I'll get right on it.
I suppose you had a helping hand in this escape.
You know, Lucinda, I don't want to hear anything out of you.
It's my husband's life that's on the line here. Can you tell me something, David? Where were you when your father escaped?
My hat.
Some days you don't have time for breakfast.
My books.
So Carnation Instant Breakfast is packed to go with vitamins and minerals and 99% fat-free. Carnation Instant Breakfast from Nestle. It's a healthy start.
Another trip to the laundromat?
Yeah, this is too big for my machine.
Well, Sears has a super capacitive Kenmore pair closeout priced. Just $399.88 for the washer, $299.88 for the matching dryer.
Kenmore? For that?
It's true. America's best-selling washers and dryers.
Wow.
And you can even get 0% finance charge till September 98 with your Sears card on all Kenmore washers and dryers over $399.
So I can really save big.
Huge. If you hurry, the sale ends Saturday.
In the search for Mr. Right, you'll run into big egos, small minds, and not a single Prince Charming. How about a reward for not compromising? Nuggets from Hershey. 2 rich bites of Hershey's chocolate. One of life's little rewards.
Big kid tips from Pull-Ups. Always wash before you eat. Always help Mommy make your bed look neat. Always use a fork and use it right. Always stop at a big red light.
Always be consistent, especially when you toilet train with Pull-Ups training pants. Instead of switching back and forth to diapers, you'll be reinforcing those big kid habits.
Mommy, wow, I'm a big kid now.
The label says 99% fat-free, but inside is the classic taste of original Chef Boyardee. Introducing 99% fat-free Chef Boyardee. If we didn't tell you, you'd never know.
The way you walk can cause pain, anywhere from your feet to your lower back. Fortunately, the way Dynastep inserts gently cradle and support your feet provides clinically proven pain relief.
The ex-husband wants the old sparks to fly.
And all I can think about is Chris.
And he's turning up the heat.
You were my one true love.
Oh, Paul, if you only knew.
You're precious, Christine. You're spending an awful lot of time with Danny these days.
Where there's smoke,
You know how I feel about you. How I'll always feel.
there could also be fire.
Could her centuries-old secrets help cure today's diseases? Eye on America tonight.
Hey, I was right. See, you run that flag up, and they bring you breakfast, these island spirits. Look at this, will you?
This is all very wonderful.
We try to do our best, lady.
Yes, you do, John. You always try to do your best.
Maybe it's not enough.
It's not you. It's me. There's a part of me that can't respond to you right now. I don't like it, but that's the way it is.
Oh, no. Go on, don't stop. It's okay. Go on, please, please.
When I start to wake up in the morning, I get this glow thinking about you. And then I open my eyes and I see you, and all these feelings come flooding back. And I think about waking up from the coma and you being there and Johnny being gone. Even in a place like this, a beautiful place like this, all these feelings come washing over me.
You can't just let it go. You can't just open your eyes and see the sky and the sun and the flowers and just forget everything.
I want to, but it's like I don't know how anymore. It's like I don't know how to see the good things.
You've forgotten how to be happy?
I've forgotten how to be myself. I look at you, and I feel like nothing. I feel like a shell full of pain and full of resentment, and I hate myself for feeling that way. I know that's wrong, but that's how I feel.
Barbara, don't.
I know. I know you did the right thing. I know that you were trying to save my life. But that doesn't help me when I feel this way.
I see.
So, a part of me still blames you. A part of me feels that if you hadn't made the decision you did, our baby might still be alive.
I'm sorry.
But
No. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my.
All right, Lily, look, I know you don't like me personally, but how can you possibly believe I had some...
This is not... The feds have put out an 8-state bulletin, and Holden's life is on the line. If you know where James is, you owe it to Holden to tell everyone.
I am as surprised by this escape as you are. And you think I like the idea of James roaming the countryside? Trust me, people. Trust me. I am in more danger than anyone.
His precious son? I don't think so. There's no way James could have done this on his own. Who else in this town could have helped him?
I know for a fact that David has cut all of his ties with you.
Really?
Really. He doesn't need you.
We all need family, Emily. We all come back to family in the end. All right, Alan, step this way.
You insist, Hal. I'm telling you, I don't know...
In there.
What's the matter, Emily? The cat got your tongue?
Please, not now, all right? I'm not in the mood.
If you have any influence with that little punk, you exert it now.
Wow. Wow, it's been almost a whole month since you threatened me. Listen,
If Holden does not come back to us safe, I promise you, Stenbeck and Company, father and son, will pay and pay and pay. And I can do that.
Hey, Snyder. It's okay. You can wake up now, you know. You know who I am?
Girlie.
That's my name. How are you feeling? Yeah, you want some water? Okay, now. There you go. What? What's the matter? Should I call a nurse? Jack?
Where's Teague?
Jack, Teague's dead. Just relax.
Ben.
Right. Ben shot him. Then Hal and Margot showed up, and the state troopers and the medevac helicopter. Do you remember that?
Where am I?
You're at Memorial Hospital. The chopper brought you here last night.
He stabbed me.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He gave you a good one in the abdomen. That's why you're having trouble sitting up. So just relax, okay? What?
Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay, except I've got a bone to pick with you.
Are you mad at me?
Well, I ought to be. You've given me a real humongous problem.
Don't be mad at me.
Well, I don't know if I can help that. Now, I've got something now that I never expected I would have. I've got a brand new hero.
Who's that?
You. I've got to tell you, I'm pretty ticked off about it.
I'm sorry. Can I apologize? Don't be mad at me.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just joking with you, you know, and I was going to try to slip in a compliment, but you're so whacked out on drugs and painkillers that you don't know when I'm telling the truth and when I'm joking around. So, what I'm trying to say is you're my hero, and I'm glad you're all right. I'm real glad.
You're not mad.
No. No, I'm not mad. I was just joking. You know me. How could I possibly give a compliment without poking you in the eyes first? You want some more water? Yeah. Okay, now don't try to sit up, okay? You have a million stitches down there. You starting to remember what happened?
Yeah. And you said some real nice things to me in the cabin.
Yeah. Who'd have thought? I did, though, huh? And you said some nice things, too.
You said you trusted me. And that you cared, and you didn't ever want to lose me.
That's right. What?
Your face.
Why do you want to touch my face?
I need to know that this isn't...
What, Jack? This isn't what?
This isn't a hallucination. It's really you. You really care.
There's lots of hidden sodium in the foods we eat, so why add more salt? Mrs. Dash is a 100% natural blend of herbs and spices without 1 grain of salt. So look out for that hidden sodium and look for salt-free Mrs. Dash. And now look for gallant garlics from Mrs. Dash. Rich, robust, glorious garlic blends without a speck of salt. New Gallant Garlics blends from Mrs. Dash, America's favorite salt-free blend.
Who was the gladiator? Hercules! Disney's Hercules is the comedy adventure with music and a high-flying, hard-hitting hero.
Hero to hero, just like that.
Disney's Hercules, rated G, on sale now.
Pizza!
Pillsbury pizza crust. Just unroll, top it any way you like it, and bake for a crisp golden crust.
Nothing makes pizzas rock and roll like my Pillsbury pizza crust.
Hey, moms and dads, the easy way to get your kids to read is Sports Illustrated for Kids magazine. They'll love it.
Sports Illustrated for Kids is a fun magazine.
It's exciting, so they're excited to read it.
Sports Illustrated for Kids inspires boys and girls to have fun while reading.
I like the trivia math questions because it helps me on my math skills.
SI for Kids is filled with a dazzling assortment of fun features that entertain and challenge kids while teaching important real-life lessons.
Sportsmanship, self-esteem.
It really helps the kids learn how to play the game.
Call and give your favorite young sports fan 12 great issues for just 4 monthly installments of $6.99 each. Save over 20% off the cover price. Use your credit card.
Did my SI for Kids come today?
Kids who love sports love Sports Illustrated for Kids.
Moms appreciate it, too.
Cool.
Call and give your kid the best kid magazine there is. Sports Illustrated for Kids.
Thanks, Mom.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. Diet Coke presents the 1998 Grammy nominees for Best Female Country Performance. Dina Carter, Patti Loveless, Leanne Rimes, Pam Tillis, or Trisha Yearwood. Who'll take home the Grammy? Find out on the 40th Annual Grammy Awards, live, CBS, Wednesday, February 25th. Music's Big Night Out.
CBS 2 at the Winter Olympics, tonight at 7:30.
Next time on Martha Stewart Living. I think that fruit is the best way to close a Japanese-style meal. I like to slice the melon into very thin slices to cradle matchstick pieces of pineapple. Next time on Martha Stewart Living.
Today at 2.
1 in 5 Americans have been celibate for at least a year. 1 in 20 makes love at least every other day. Do they just have no jobs, no children?
The truth about sex. Gail's Guide to a Better Love Life.
Today at 2:30 on CBS 2.
Quality training goes a long way, but it's not always cheap. Not long ago, my Jenny's teeth needed some training of their own. But thanks to Western Dental, she got her braces without me having to pay an arm and a leg.
Western Dental offers an orthodontic program of $1,250 per year. That's $104 per month on a 2-year program, interest-free and no down payment. 1-800-6-DENTAL.
Quality orthodontic care is within everybody's reach at Western Dental. So do what I did. Call 1-800-6-DENTAL.
Tonight, we're having lean cuisine American favorite.
Oh, food like Mom's.
My mother could burn water.
She never made you baked chicken with age and time?
No. My mother's idea of time was 8 hours at the mall.
Stover's lean cuisine. It's not just lean.
It's cuisine.
The address is CBS. Welcome home.
David has no idea where James is, Lucinda. Why would he know?
It's in the genes.
Okay, get this through your thick skull. David and James are not connected.
Is that what he told you?
Yes, that's what he told me.
Your denial is unconvincing. David is hungry, and James is his meal ticket. Even if he has nothing to do with the escape, David will take advantage of it. And you know I'm right.
All right, Alan, if that's all you've got to tell me. It's the truth, Hal. I know nothing, I swear.
Well, if you ever want to change your story, you know where to find me.
Why, thank you, Hal. Am I free to go now?
I can't hold you. Margot, I'm on my way to the hospital to see Jack. I told Kim Hughes to stop by here, tell us what she knows about Molly's whereabouts.
That's great. I'll cover that. So what about Carly? She's still at the hospital?
Well, I'm going to see if I can't get her to take a break. She won't leave ever since Jack went into surgery.
Really? And I always thought those two were on the outs.
David, let's go. What are we doing? Let's go.
Wait a second. You know what? I'm going to meet you later. Something came up that I got to take care of, okay? I'll see you later.
I have had enough of this. I'm going to call the police station and see, they should have heard something about Stenbeck and Holden by now.
So I knew it. You do expect him to come here, right?
Would you please take a deep breath? Stenbeck is not going to come here. For me. Not now, not ever. He'd be a fool to try.
Not if he thought you'd go with him.
All right, enough of this paranoia. We've been over this 100 times. I'm not married to James. I've never been married to James, and I'm not even interested in him. So why? Why do you keep harping on it?
Because I have reason to believe that there's more going on between you and Stenbeck than you're willing to admit.
You're not hallucinating, Jack. I do care about you. More than anybody. And not just because you saved my life. When I saw you lying there in that blood, I knew. But if you weren't going to make it, I wasn't sure I wanted to either.
But I feel the same way.
How did it happen, Jack? I let someone in. And all these months, I thought my defenses were so good. But there you were. And you hung in there. And you showed me I was wrong every step of the way. But I was scared. You know, I was scared because I didn't want to get hurt. But you're in here now. And you're in here for good. And it's the last thing I need. To fall. Okay, well, you sleep. You sleep and I'll be back. There's no way you're gonna get rid of me now.
What is this with you and Jack Snyder? I thought you and Hal Munson had a $50 million baby to work at. What is going on, Carly?
A bra like never before. The 18-hour Comfort Flex. With straps that flex and hold so comfortably, it feels incredible all day long. Is that a Playtex under there?
A cold medicine can't work if your child won't take it.
And they're off. Timmy rounds the first corner. Down the banister. Looks like Mom is closing in, but no. Timmy clears the hurdle. Down the stretch. Timmy moves to the door. But wait, Mom waves a Dimetapp elixir.
Kids will love that big, great Dimetapp taste. Pediatricians like the way it works. It's their #1 choice.
Wow, great!
Dimetapp. Even the taste is a relief. And for your baby's cold, try Dimetapp decongestant drops.
Dear Albertsons, we were studying estimation and comparison, so to put our math skills to work, we made a shopping list and visited some supermarkets. We found out that you have lower prices on both name brand and store brand products. In fact, you have the lowest prices in the area. Tell them how friendly the people were. Oh, yeah, your store manager, Miss Crab, was really nice, even when Blake knocked over the Kool-Aid. It's people like her who make Albertsons our store. Mr. Pugh's 8th grade math class, Dallas Christian School.
Love that look when you first color your hair, but hate it when the color starts to fade?
New Revlon Color Stay hair color won't fade away. Penetrates deep, then locks in to resist fading. New Revlon Color Stay Hair Color.
One day away.
Take a look at ordinary bottles. You can see bubbles. Take a closer look and you could find germs. But look at the Playtex Nurser. Less bubbles, so there's less gas, less spitting up. And it's much more sanitary because a fresh, pre-sterilized liner goes in each time. The Playtex Nurser system, next to the breast, it's the best.
Try Playtex disposable drop-ins. They make putting a bottle together as easy as 1, 2, 3. Playtex drop-ins. Great, huh?
Your honesty is disarming. Barbara, I don't think that I don't think I've ever loved you more than I do at this very moment. If we are to survive this, and we say we want to, then I think that honesty, like yours, just now, is the clue, don't you? If we can be honest, if we can open our eyes, and if we can look at things as they really are, and we can look at ourselves, then we will survive. I know that. Nothing is ever going to take away the painful fact that we lost our son. But with honesty and time, that will fade. Month by month, year by year. And finally become a memory not so painful, but a memory more of love and hope. And I believe that, Barbara. I believe that. Just as I believe if you and I can go through this journey together, we will be much stronger people. I know that. I know it. Our son was conceived in love. He was born of hope. And though he is no longer with us, he has left us. He has armed us with the love and the hope of his memory. And with that, we go on. But if we close our eyes and we don't see the sun, and we don't experience a beautiful day, I think we fail. I won't allow that.
Each tomorrow, a vision of hope. Look to this day.
That's it. I know our son would have liked that. Don't you think? Hmm? Oh. Oh.
Bless your heart, honey. Have you had any news at all?
Oh, just at the half of the American police departments after my husband. Other than that.
And what about you? You look very tired.
I've been telling her that, but she won't listen to me.
I suppose you don't want to leave until you get some news. Something.
Well, it's going to take a while, so until then...
What can I do to help? Hal asked me to come down. You wanted to talk about Molly?
Yeah, we've got some questions. We understand she's been living with you, right?
She was staying with us, yes, but I haven't seen her since the day she testified.
Did she tell you where she was going?
Not a word. I talked to her the last time right after she got off the stand. And I said, well, whatever I said offended her, and she ran off.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't done anything having to do with this escape.
No. I doubt that. It's just with this new evidence that Jack and Carly found the blood on Teague's shirt, we just want to see if that blood matches Molly's.
And if it does?
Well, it might prove that Teague was the one who beat her up and is responsible for the church fire.
I just hate her so much. I cannot believe she's doing this. I can't believe it. She destroys my husband in court, puts him in jail with scum like Stenbeck, and now she takes off? God, I just get my hands on her for just a minute.
You know something? The last thing in the world you need right now is another fight. Actually, the only way this thing is ever going to be resolved is for everybody to just
forgive and forget. I'm sorry, I don't think I'll be able to do that.
How dare you? This is a hospital. This isn't the time or the place.
That's right. Time. And you are running out of it fast. So what do? You go off looking for bad guys with Jack Snyder when you should be getting down with Al Munson. Come on.
Get out of my
No,
face.
not so fast. What about Daddy's little dividend, Carly?
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. You're cute.
Oh, you giving up? Is that what's going on here? Because if you are, I need to know so I can notify the proper authorities.
You say one word to Hal.
You listen to me. I am protecting an investment, and if you want to turn your back on a sure thing, that is your problem.
I am
You
not
understand
turning
me?
my back on anything. I want that money, and I'm going to get that money. There's just been a slight change in my plans.
Oh, okay, I see. So you've settled on another donor. That's fine.
You're disgusting. You know that.
Whoever. I don't care. You just get on with it. You don't have all year. Do you understand me? Get on with it.
Excuse me, Carly. Is this gentleman bothering you?
No, not at all, Lieutenant. Just checking on Carly's condition after that harrowing ordeal she went through. Carly, listen, great seeing you. We'll be in touch soon.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I really don't like that guy. Why do you keep messing around with him?
You know, Ed, now that I'm also representing Colonial Penn, I really appreciate all the letters from people saying how much it has helped them.
It's amazing. I've been doing this almost 20 years. It's like I did nothing else. But, you know, for as little as $6.95 a month, Colonial Penn makes life insurance affordable.
You're right. Listen to this. Dear Alex, I want to thank you for introducing me to such a wonderful company. With Colonial
Penn, the price will never go up. I can keep my monthly expenses down and still get the coverage I want.
Colonial Penn has helped more than 1 million Americans over 50 get whole life insurance without medical exams or health questions. And acceptance is guaranteed.
Dear Ed, when my husband passed away, it was a very hard time for me. What a relief it was to know we had this coverage. I know it can be difficult to get life insurance if you're not in perfect health, but Colonial Penn really came through for me.
As you know, final costs are rising. A funeral alone can cost over $5,000. So it's important to know you can get the coverage you need.
I used to worry about burdening my loved ones. But with benefits that'll never decrease, I know my family won't have to worry about my final expenses. Thank you.
You, too, can get the coverage you need. Just call this toll-free number.
And you'll get free information. Remember, your acceptance is guaranteed. Premiums never increase. Benefits never decrease because of age. Coverage builds cash value you can borrow against, and it cannot be canceled. Completing your application is easy.
Find out for yourself why thousands of people have written to thank Colonial Penn. Call this toll-free number now.
Call toll-free 1-800-252-5900 to receive free information in the mail. Dial 1-800-252-5900. The call is free. And so is this handy guide to Social Security. Call now. 1-800-252-5900. There's no risk or obligation. That's 1-800-252-5900.
I just have to be strong. I have to relax. I told Holden that I would be strong, so I'm going to be strong.
You are very, very, very strong. Look at all the things that you've done.
But nothing works. It just gets worse and worse.
You must think about Holden and think about the baby and just keep yourself together. Go and we'll buy baby books.
Look, Lily, you got to believe me. We are doing everything in our power to make sure that Holden gets out of this safely. And I know it feels like the last straw, but all the pieces are falling together. I feel it.
You really think so?
Yeah, I really do. Now, why don't you just go home and get some rest?
I can't do that. What am I going to do? Sit around the house and wait?
I'll call you. If I hear anything, I will.
You promise?
I promise you.
I do want to see Jack.
Do that. Go to the hospital. I'm sure he'd love to see you.
Okay.
Do that.
Why don't we have some breakfast and think about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Eating for two. Go do that. Thank you.
I could eat a horse.
Okay. Hughes. Yeah, Alderman's put him through. Great. Hi. Did you get the inventory sheet of the sales at Desir? Wonderful, wonderful. How many have you sold? Really? And it's so pricey. Do you have the names? Really? Well, isn't that a coincidence?
Don't use that tone with me. All these hints and insinuations.
I'm sorry.
Well, so am I. It's driving me away from you, Kirk. Is that what you want?
No. Okay, listen, baby. I'm gonna come clean with you. I've got something to show you.
Falcon Club.
Hey, Samantha, it's Margot. Am I interrupting anything?
No, not really. Kirk and I were just restocking the bar. Any word on Holden?
No, nothing yet, but that's not why I'm calling.
Oh?
Yeah, I wanted to know if you could come down to the police station for a while.
Right now?
Yeah, no, I mean, if it's not inconvenient.
Well, sure. What's this about?
I need to ask you a few questions about James Stenbeck's escape.
David, I do not like it when you take off like that. Oh, great. Bills. More bills. Great. I might as well just face the music, Emily. Oh, sorry, David. Carbondale Pharmaceuticals. David hasn't gone anywhere near Carbondale, and he's been with me the whole... Yes, hi. Hi, my name is Jane. I'm the secretary for Mr. David Allen. He has an account with you. May I give you his number, please? Great. It's 0137690. That's correct. He asked me to call about a charge he received on February the 4th for Carbondale Pharmaceuticals. Right. Well, he has no idea what that charge is for since he's never really in Carbondale. Can you tell me about that, please? For what? Chloroform.
Preliminary analysis says this atomizer was filled with chloroform, which is what Stenbeck used to put down the guards.
No, I'm sorry. It's my mistake. I'm sorry. Thank you. My big mistake. Oh, David's not so bad. I just let him get a little close once, and he can't seem to forget about that, you know.
I'd be happy to help.
No, I can handle it myself. So, what happened with the shirt we brought in?
Nothing yet. First thing we have to do is get a sample of Molly's blood.
Shouldn't be too hard.
No, it shouldn't be if we could find her. She seems to have left town.
What? Lisa said she was staying at Kim's.
Well, Kim hasn't seen her. God knows where Stenbeck and Holden are.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe this after all we've been through.
I know. How is Jack?
He was awake for a few minutes, but he looked terrible.
Ben says he ought to pull through.
Yeah, well, don't all doctors say that?
You know, and I think how close you came, both of you. It scares me to think.
I'm fine.
If
Really?
anything had happened to you,
Hal,
I don't know what I would have done.
Hal, there's something that we have to talk about. I didn't tell you everything that happened in the cabin.
I don't need to know.
Yes, I think you do.
Funny thing happens when you drink